Jamil.
Everyone, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Thank you.
Hello. I want to tell a quick story about what happened before our big pharmacology test at the beginning of the year. Some students asked me to say a prayer for them as we were about to take the test. I was doing a last review myself at the time of the request, and it threw me off. So without thinking, I said, "Pray for yourself." Because I was studying. They only heard "pray for yourself," of course. It has been a funny joke for our class this whole year, and even up till until tonight, that I don't pray for my class. So let's all bow our heads while I pray. Today we join together as we celebrate and give thanks for every student here. Thank you that each one is unique and full of potential. Thank you, dear Lord, for leading us in our learning, for keeping us focused as we studied, and for watching over us while we take our exams. I pray that we may all feel proud this day and enjoy sharing each of our achievements with our family and friends. May today be a memory that burns bright within us as we embark on life's great adventure. Thank you for our teachers that did so much for us to get us to this day. Lord, I pray that all of us will be able to use this knowledge and skills to bless those in need. Put a circle of protection around us to keep us safe. Amen.
Well, thank you, Jamila, for the pledge, and Cheryl for the invocation. My name is John Williams. I'm director of Okaloosa Technical College. It is a pleasure and an honor to welcome each and every one of you as family, friends of our nursing graduates. I'm honored to be part of recognizing these students who have given so much of themselves over the last year and a half. This is especially important when you realize they have endured such a rigorous program in order to promote the health and welfare of our entire community. I would like to recognize a few individuals who have had a strong hand in supporting these students. First, our nursing program director, Ms. Brenda Resty. Nursing instructor, Aletha Paul. Instructor, Rebecca Sulak. And nursing instructor, Blake Dickinson. Also, our program secretary for nursing, Ms. Karen Noonan. Additionally, I'd like to welcome Ms. Caroline Stewart from HCA Hospital, who's been a great friend of ours and a great support to our college. We actually had a scholarship announcement today. You may have seen that future nurses in our program will be supported for over $15,000 from HCA, and we're very, very grateful for that opportunity for our future students in the program. So thank you to HCA Hospital and to Caroline. Our sincere thanks to our host, Beachside Community Church. This is a new venue for us, and I think they've done a wonderful job helping us get it set up. Very beautiful, beautiful church and place. This ceremony, also want to recognize Brian Walton, who is handling our live stream for this ceremony. It will be filmed and it will be available. It is being filmed live stream right now, so Brian's doing that on behalf of Okaloosa County School District, so thank you, Brian. Students, you have my sincere congratulations, my deepest respect for all you've accomplished in this program, and for all you will do for others in the future. Families and friends, I ask that you continue to support these nurses as you already have. I ask you to continue that, especially as they move into a career of service. They will need that support ongoing. Please know that your continued support gives them the strength and the will to serve others and their well-being. I can think of no more noble career in life than being a nurse. I wish you all the very best in your life and career. And now, Class President, Ms. Keisha Theory.
Good evening, family, friends, and faculty. My name is Keisha. I was chosen by these wonderful people to be their president, and I'm going to speak on behalf of them. I feel very honored and proud. We are truly blessed and one of a kind. I would like to thank you all for coming here tonight to celebrate the milestone with us. These past 14 months have been good and bad. But without the continuous support from you all, we would not be here today. On behalf of my class, I would like to thank our instructors for teaching us the building blocks of becoming a nurse. Without you guys, we would have no clue what the difference of type 1 and type 2 diabetes is and how to treat it. With your help, we learned the difference between a calcium channel blocker and a beta blocker. From learning about birthing babies to learning how to communicate with patients. All these skills are what have formed us and prepared us to become nurses. Nursing school. Many people say it's hard and that no one knows what it's like unless they have been there. And for the most part, that is true. Some of you will not understand how our mind completely changes the way it thinks. We begin to think critically and use the nursing process for everything. It becomes second nature. Also, most of you don't know how excited we get when we successfully insert our first catheter, or how we feel when we are actively participating in a code blue on our first clinical day. Most of our families do not get excited when we tell them we got to suction a trach today and place the NG tube. What they don't tell you is that our family do understand. You guys understand that you don't need your blood pressure checked 1,000 times a day, and you are tired of having your hearts and lungs assessed for the millionth time this week. You guys have no clue what we're thinking about when you ask, what are we studying? Here's a little lesson. You don't ask the nursing student how their clinical day went while you're eating supper. It's just not a great idea. To our families and friends, thank you for being there when we needed to study and lock ourselves away. Thank you for being our patients and letting us practice our skills, our communication techniques on you. Lastly, thank you for believing in us and standing behind us through this journey and being a shoulder to cry on when we needed it most. The ladies and gentlemen sitting right there are not just my classmates. They're some of the best friends I have encountered. They know what I mean when I think I cannot go any further. We have laughed together, cried together, studied together, and had many mental breakdowns together. Above all, we have had each other for encouragement and support when we each needed it most. And to the class of December 2022, we made it. I wish you the best of luck as our journey continues. And one last thing, to Ms. Hefner, thank you for being you, for being a smiling face with a friendly hello. Sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you for listening and always being here for us. Thank you for being our voices when we were not being heard. Ms. Hefner and Ms. V deserve a huge thank you for believing in us and pushing us further than we ever thought possible, and for being our support system through some of the hardest times. They absolutely loved us like our own kids. Ms. Hefner not only got on the floor to show us how to properly position/move a hip replacement patient, and she also played catch the STD, where she would throw tennis balls at us and we would have to know a medication or something pertaining to the STD while, was it her camp or you, was in the room giving her evaluation. We as a class will miss you guys so much, and I say thank you again for joining us.
I would like to introduce Ms. Caroline Stewart, the Chief Nursing Officer at HCA Florida Fort Walton Beach Destin Hospital since 1919. I'm sorry, my goodness, 1919. Whoa. All right, I didn't have a liquid lunch, I promise. Okay, so Ms. Stewart has been the Chief Nursing Officer at HCA. It's that long name of HCA that just throws me. So HCA Fort Walton Beach, I'll shorten it there. Okay, she's been there since 2019, okay? She has been with HCA since 2010 as the Director of Patient Care Services in Texas, Associate Chief Nursing Officer at Houston West Hospital and Houston East Hospital. Ms. Stewart received her BSN and MSN from the University of Texas Health Science Center in Houston. She also earned her MBA from Texas Women's University in Denton. Her background is in critical care, and she is an accomplished and dedicated healthcare leader with over 20 years of nursing and leadership experience. Ms. Stewart has successfully implemented strategic initiatives in patient experience, safety, and financial stewardship. She is instrumental in the successful partnership with Okaloosa County School District to open the Health Academy of Northwest Florida. Ms. Stewart has a diverse healthcare background that has contributed to her development as a dynamic healthcare leader. We are excited to welcome her today as our guest speaker, Ms. Caroline Stewart.
First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Williams, the director of the program, of the school actually, and Ms. Resty as the director of nursing and the rest of the faculty for the nursing program. It is my honor today to be with you to celebrate the graduation of this class of licensed practical nurses. LPNs are an essential member of the medical team in a variety of health care settings, working alongside registered nurses, physicians, and other care providers. Today, you join a special group of individuals whose passion for providing excellence and care comes from a tradition of thoughtfulness, commitment, and resiliency. Those traits are the very heart of what modern healthcare has become. Each of you follow in the footsteps of nurses who have built on the foundation created by Florence Nightingale. She was an incredible nurse and a role model. She earned the name Lady with the Lamp because of her late-night visits to patients, something each of you will experience during your nursing career. You will be called on to provide excellence in nursing care delivery with a healthy dose of compassion for your patients, just like Florence. Nursing protocols and requirements are ever-changing. As we learn more and experience new challenges in the delivery of care, we improve outcomes of our patients. You know, I think Florence would be pretty proud of us and how we were able to address the pandemic and the infectious nature of COVID. It was her strict use of hand washing and hygiene practices while caring for wounded soldiers in the Crimean War, with significantly reduction of death rates of her patients. That important adaptation of delivering care was the beginning of real nursing as we know and practice it today. She also formalized nursing education, which led to the first nursing school. She set up training programs for midwives and nurses in infirmaries to improve their skills, and as I mentioned, she established standards of care and required the basics like bathing, clean clothes and dressings, and adequate food. Your graduation from the LPN program is directly attributed to her belief in formal training to benefit patient outcomes. You have the opportunity to work in a variety of settings. I'm obviously partial to the hospital, but you can work in physician offices, rehabilitation centers, or home health. And your experience as an LPN most likely will lead to you continuing your training and education, advancing in nursing specialties. As a lifelong nurse, I am an advocate for all nurses to continuously learn and grow in this field. There are so many opportunities to find in an area of nursing that is your true passion. It can be found in a particular setting, as I mentioned, or in a particular patient population. I promise you will have a moment when you say to yourself, this is it. This is why I became a nurse in the first place. I remember in my own career, many situations, my why and purpose was validated. My clinical background is trauma-intensive care. I worked in a level 1 trauma center with approximately 900 beds. We cared for patients severely injured in motor vehicle accidents, gunshot injuries, stabbings, assaults, traumatic head injuries, and more. I clearly remember one of my patients, a 17-year-old male and a senior in high school, on track to graduate and go off to college. He had the rest of his life ahead of him, but his life was changed in a flash. He was in a terrible car accident with one of his friends. His friend did not survive the accident. He was in the shock trauma ICU for weeks. We did not believe he would ever walk, talk, or live a normal life again. He was intubated, paralyzed, and sedated for weeks. After weeks in the ICU unresponsive, he began to improve and was transferred out of the ICU. After about 9 months, his parents brought him back to our unit to see where he lived for weeks. He was in a wheelchair. The members of the care team gathered around because we remembered his parents immediately. The patient looked very different. His mom announced that he wanted to thank the angels that cared for him and kept him alive during the most critical time in the hospital. His dad locked the wheels of the wheelchair. The patient stood up to show us he could walk again. He also was able to thank us himself. We were filled with emotion at that time. We all teared up because we were so happy to see his progress and witness his road to recovery. At that time, I said to myself, this is why I do what I do. This is why I chose nursing. Nursing is a dynamic profession and one that requires a passion for excellence in care, the ability to pivot and adapt, and a willingness to work hard just like Florence. Look for mentors in your own work environment. Those nurses who everyone else goes to for advice or reminders about the best way of approaching a particular patient interaction. Look for the ones who are the supporters and advocates for both their parents and their colleagues. Learn from them and strive to be one of them as you grow in your own career. On behalf of all nurses in our community, I want to congratulate each and every one of you on your choice to enter this incredibly challenging and rewarding profession. Always remember your why. Your why will keep you inspired, It will continue to keep you energized, resilient, and it will keep you humble. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to the wonderful world of excellence in nursing. Congratulations.
At this time, we will play the student slideshow, showing just a few of the activities, memories, friendships, and challenges they experienced throughout the year. You're going to see that. Guys, you can see it back there, too. want you to think they all sleep. That was so cute. That was fun. We will now present 3 special awards for outstanding achievements displayed by certain students throughout the year. Students, when your name is called, please come forward to receive your award.
This award goes to the student for academic excellence. The first award we are presenting tonight is for the highest GPA throughout the whole program, overcoming the stress of test anxiety, juggling study time with family work, and personal commitments. They can all be very challenging and for our students. With a GPA of 4.0, we're proud to present Mason Wells. Just so y'all don't know, they don't know. Nobody knows who won their award until they're called tonight. You want me to call her to the...
For this next award, we actually have a special person to present. So I'm going to ask Miss Sarah Myers to please come up. And Ms. Myers is a former director of nursing of our program. And so we are really excited to have her here to present this award.
Good evening. I'm Sarah Myers, and I was invited to graduation, and it's honored to be present to present the Spirit of Nursing Award. I taught nursing as part of the medical track at Crestview High School, which is a class for high school seniors to explore the nursing field and basics of nursing. The Spirit of Nursing Award recognizes the outstanding and deserving student nurse who has embodied the characteristics of being an effective communicator, has established therapeutic relationships with the patients and their families, as well as their peers and instructors. They have delivered quality patient care and maintained a high standard of performance and integrity, while at the same time having a positive attitude during difficult times. This student is full of life, friendly, easygoing, always a team player, ready to lend a helping hand, and is a role model to their peers. This student started her career in nursing foundations at Crestview High School, and I am so proud to present this award to Hallie Smith.
The last award is for clinical excellence. Clinical excellence exemplifies living, caring in nursing situations. This includes competence in the art of nursing and compassion for their patients. Clinical excellence also includes conscience to do the right thing for the patient and commitment by bringing desire and energy to those they nurse. It also means confidence, which inspires trust through competence and preparation. Finally, clinical excellence has a professional demeanor expressed through behavior and language while caring for patients. It is our pleasure to present the Clinical Excellence Award to Ashley Nixon.
We ask now for the families of our students to please stand for the pinning of the graduates. Oh. I'm new at this, as you can't tell. Peyton Brunson. Brittany Davis. Rochelle James. Jamila Johnson. Isabella Manalo. Dominique McCombs. Kristen Mendoza. Ashley Nixon. Demetria O'Neill. Cheryl Rohan. Hallie Smith. Keisha Theory. Isabella Walker. Catherine Warner. And Mason Wells. Okay, now, we ask now for the families of our students to stand for the pinning of the graduates. Graduates, please remain standing for the candle lighting ceremony.
The purpose of the candle lighting ceremony is to symbolize the passing of the torch of nursing knowledge and nursing care from experienced nurses to new nurses. At this time, I ask for all retired and current nurses to please stand. They're not all lit. Everybody have? All right, if all the nurses that are standing, if you would, please recite the Florence Nightingale Pledge with me. Before God and those assembled here, I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all my family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty will I endeavor to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
So, congratulations. Okay, you can sit for a second there. And so, closing remarks. Congratulations again to this talented group of nursing students. I had the pleasure of instructing them when they were in Corps, which seems so long ago. It is wonderful to see how they have grown emotionally and technically into skilled nurses. I wish you all the best in your careers and look forward to calling you all colleagues. Thank you all to the family and friends who have supported these students in their journey. I understand the commitment you made to help your loved ones succeed. This concludes the ceremony for this evening. Let us cheer on our graduates as they process out.